The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. The Spartans will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. So often Michigan State is the other team in terms of attention, but boy, when they blew out the Wolverines last year, they just soaked it all in.
And it made it that much sweeter, no doubt about it. They've been talking about this the entire year long. Not just did we win, but we embarrassed you, and we did it on national TV a year ago, and we're going to try to do it again today.
And they don't want to be a once-in-a-while winning squad. Like, they want to take over the state of Michigan. They know they're looked at as the little brother, and they don't get as much respect. You want more respect? Go out there and do it again. Big blowout win last year. Come out and get another win this year.
Finds his way ahead for three out to the 27-yard line. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Buckley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Quarterback moving. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Michigan State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking down the middle. And wings it incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mark. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, what a cut! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David.
There he goes! Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking for room. It's Frazier. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. And the The offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Gets away from one, finds room. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that does. That reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? Physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the catch, it's Boyd. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Sends it back in motion. Takes the easy completion. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Marsh. Touchdown, Spartans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Moore. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. I'll send the tight end in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Haynes. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines are in the red zone. To the air, it's Underwood. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got his man quickly. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff to the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. The short hands. It's McCray. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here.
I need to get my swag right there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll go right back to it. Picks up the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Now, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing the touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cast. Turning it on!
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Childs. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about... than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, better look out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy to football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Sparty! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. It'll be a draw. Breaks and runs through another one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Got him downfield. It's a running room. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch, it's Morgan. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Lost to throw again. Grabs behind the line, it's Haynes. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know that's...
Lost one deep down the right side. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So in this one, his little brother playing like big brother and flexing their muscles as Michigan State will take the Paul Bunyan Trophy back to the banks of the Red Cedar. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of